In old age, if your partner passes away first and you are left alone, no matter how hard or exhausting life becomes, do not rely on these three kinds of people, especially the third one, which you must never depend on. People often say young couples struggle together, and in old age, spouses keep each other company. When you are young and healthy, you don't really realize how important your partner is. But when you grow old, your physical abilities decline, various illnesses appear, and your children are no longer by your side. At that time, your spouse becomes especially important. When your partner is gone and you are left alone, life can indeed feel lonely and empty. There is no one to talk to. You eat alone, buy groceries alone, and even take walks alone. It inevitably feels a little bleak. At times like this, some people want to find someone to live with, someone to lean on. Some even want to find another partner just to pass the remaining years of their life. When you have such thoughts, remember clearly, these three kinds of people are not ones you can depend on. First, do not rely on your own children. People often say raising children is to prepare for old age. You raise them when they are young, they take care of you when you are old. But reality is not that simple. Living costs are high, and most young people are under enormous pressure. Between the expenses of raising children and supporting their own families, many work from early morning till late at night. Some have to socialize after work, stay up late, work overtime, lose hair from stress, skip meals, and have no time to exercise. It's not that today's children are unfilial, it's that many of them simply don't have the capacity. If parents live with their children, the children also have to worry more. They may have to rush home from work to cook, and they cannot freely work overtime. If the children are well off, things are easier. But if they are struggling, even if they are willing to be filial, they often have the heart, but not the ability. Second, do not rely on your siblings. Although siblings are close by blood, once everyone grows old, they are often powerless too. Elderly siblings also need their own children to take care of them. Everyone is caught between caring for the older generation and supporting the younger one. Life is not easy, and relying on each other is unrealistic. Third, do not rely on a companion partner you live with later in life. Many elderly people, after losing their spouse, look for another partner simply to live together, someone to talk to, eat with, and keep company. On the surface, it looks like having someone to rely on, but such arrangements are often the least reliable. After living more than half a lifetime, people's personalities and habits are deeply formed and hard to change. Moreover, both sides usually have their own children and families. Financially, neither fully trusts the other, and each has their own calculations in mind. With different habits and different priorities, hearts cannot truly align. Suspicion and conflicts easily arise. So how can such a relationship be truly happy? If these three cannot be relied upon, then who should one rely on in old age? Some elderly people are truly clear-minded. They chose to work hard when they were younger and save enough for retirement, so that when they are old and can no longer earn money, they don't have to live by looking at others' faces. At the same time, they take good care of their health, not staying up late, exercising more, and doing regular checkups. While they still have mobility, they actively participate in community activities or join senior clubs to enrich their later years. When they are no longer able to move freely, they can use their savings to hire a caregiver to help with daily life. And when the day truly comes that they can no longer take care of themselves, then time is likely not long anyway. After hearing all this, do you now know how to prepare for old age? Among these three kinds of people, which one do you think is the least reliable?